Next up is Giants. Why Giants? Well, we have Ring of Blades +1 and 80 dex now, so we have the DPS to do kind of whatever we want. But we would like some more green bar before we challenge Alana or Frigid Outskirts or Broom Tower. So Giant Lord and Vendrick just kind of makes sense. We have everything we need for them, and they'll give us a lot of souls for minimal effort. For spells, I've got Dark Fog, Toxic, Yearn, 2 Yearns, and Homeward, but the Yearns and Homeward are really all we care about right now. And first we're heading to the Memory of Orro for the Giant Soul there. This will help us get to 4. Every soul of a giant we have doubles our damage against Vendrick, so this is absolutely worth getting. Vendrick on only 3 souls is rough. It takes more than twice as long because buffs will run out, and that gives Vendrick a lot of time to do something bad. The Orro soul is pretty quick and easy to get, so here we go. We're going to ready Yearn, drop down here for a quick RTSR, just run past these first couple enemies. Toss a Yearn up into the wall over here to get through the archway. Switch your H Feather to watch for Forlorn. He can invade right through this doorway, and if that happens, we're just going to homeward out. Looks like we're clear. Yeah, we're clear. Another Yearn to get up the stairs. And one last Yearn here to get us safely through to the memory. We'll snack the enemies blocking the path. These guys attacking the tree. Here we go. Now we're heading into the memory. This should be fairly straightforward. Yearn does a lot of work here. Get up the stairs, toss out a Yearn, get up the rest of the stairs, distract all these guys. Yearn also works on these smaller giants. It doesn't work on the really big guys with the double clubs, but it does work on these dudes. Toss out a Yearn out over the cliff, and then we're going to try and kill the mage as quickly as possible. So we don't want to get caught in this crossfire. So keep Yearn busy over there, distract these guys. Just going to clear all these enemies. After the mage is done, we could try and sneak through, just kind of run past the rest of the enemies, but between the enemies and the ballista, it's a little messy. I think it makes more sense to just kill them and wait, watch for this ballista. We're staying back here because we're out of the line of fire for both ballistas. Okay, they both just fired, so now we run through. And now we can get to the giant corpse, grab that soul, and get out. So we're going to get the soul, and then we're going to feather out. Do not talk to the corpse again. If you do, it will drop you right outside the memory where the enemies will have respawned, and they can attack you before you can even move. So be sure to feather out there. And now we're heading to Giant Lord. We're not going to go for the 5th soul. It would be nice for Vendrick, but it's pretty far out of the way and a bit dangerous. I think it's safer to fight Vendrick for a little bit longer than it is to go for the 5th soul. And look at update spells here. This is not really necessary, but it's kind of a nice to have. Just, we're going to get Oath, Toxic, Oath, and Homeward. And this is just to speed up the Giant Lord fight a little bit. Not a huge deal. Drop down here again for our TSR. Snipe the hollows. Watch for Forlorn invading right through this doorway. That can happen. We can just hold it out if that does happen. And then we will Toxic. Give you the quick headshot before he aggroes for a bunch of damage. Toxic to finish him off. Not going to get any easier than that. And now we're heading to the Giant Lord memory. Here are dark arrows. Giants are weak to dark. So that'll put in some work for us. And here we go. Now this should be pretty easy. Giant Lord is an easy fight regardless, but we have a cheese from as well. Shoutouts to Baryon, that's where I learned this strat. First, we gotta clear the enemies. So we're gonna wait and see what this giant's doing. I would like him to not be facing this way. He's in a bad spot right now. He's turned around, let's go. Touch this wall and head up to the ramp. Free bonfire sec if you want it, but we don't really need it. Touching the wall will trigger the statue. And we're gonna hide up here. Nice. Statue got both of them. But I'm not sure if there are any smaller enemies remaining. Let's prepare a skull just in case. It looks like we're clear. Alright, so now for the giant Lord Cheese. We're going to tuck ourselves into this little corner here. Buff Oath because why not? And we're going to use lightning and poison arrows. Start with poison. He does his attack, but it doesn't reach us here. Tucked in this corner, we're safe from the extra fireballs that start dropping. You have to watch out for that. When the fight starts, when the health bar appears, an extra set of fireballs start dropping, one of which is going to be right there. In this little corner, we're safe. So we're just going to stand here and pick away at him with lightning arrows. He's weak to dark, but dark arrows do not have the range. He's too far away. So lightning arrows are our best option, because they have very, very, very long range. So poison, just pick away at him. It takes a while. And again, Sacred Oath is optional. We don't really need it here. Just speeds things up a little bit. If you want to skip switching spells earlier, that's fine too. Take out the Giant Lord. Get those souls. Now we're gonna wait here a moment. We need to go pick up the soul of a giant. We're gonna wait for the fireballs to stop. After the boss is down, the extra set of fireballs will stop dropping. Okay, we're clear. So now we can run through. Wait for the fire. Go get that soul of a giant. And then we will head to Vendrick. Before we go, I should mention there is a Fragrant Branch of Yearn and 2 Twinkling Titanite right down there. Very easy to get. So if you need them, go grab them, but we don't need them, so I'll skip. For Vendrick, we want Dark Weapon, Oath, and then Homeward's fine. It's the last spell slot, doesn't really matter. Here we go. Start by setting up our TSR. That's not it, thank you. Alright. Let's go. So the fog gate to Velstad is gone now, so we can just run through pretty easily. But in the interest of marathon safety, I'm going to take it the slow way and clear up the bell ringers again. It's not hard to do. Just make sure you don't shoot the bell, and you'll be fine. There we go. We're out these guys again. Just to be absolutely sure nothing goes bad. One cap boots just for this little drop, though that's pretty unnecessary. Alright, it's easy to think of Vendrick as an easy fight. And frankly, he's not too bad. Shouldn't be too hard. But he can do some pretty nasty things. His attacks come out very quickly, so it can be a little hard to dodge him sometimes. You can get kind of stuck on his legs when you're trying to strafe around him. That can put you in a bad spot. And he can back up against the wall, so you can't strafe around behind him where you want to be. It's not always the easiest fight. So we're going to buff up to the max. I'm even going to use a bright bug for this. I think it's worth. And we've got our 4 Souls of a Giant. Speed things along. So, bright bug ready. I'm going to go with the Leo ring as well for a little extra damage, because stamina usually isn't a problem here. But up to you. You can skip with stamina if you want. Buff up to the max. Lightning resin would be marginally stronger, but it really doesn't matter. It's not worth, I think. Just save the resin. Their weapon's fine. And here we go. We want to get around him on his left side, away from the sword. Just kind of strafe around him. Hopefully we don't have to roll any attacks. It all goes really well, though we probably have to roll attack at some point. Yeah, he has a nasty habit of being backed up against a wall where we can't really circle around him so well. And that's not fun. Also messes your camera a little bit. With all the buffs and those 4 souls, he goes down pretty quick. That's Vendrick. We are done here. Now we're just going to stop by Majula for some levels, cash in all those souls. The Giant Lord and Vendrick both give a lot of souls. That's why we wanted to do this now. And with Vendrick down, we can also crush all those souls of a giant we've been collecting for another 40k. Eat those souls. Dump it all in the green bar. And then we'll head to the next split. What can we afford? 44. We'll go 44. I don't want the demo to be over leveled. 44 endurance. And now we are heading to Shulba.